You are now rocking with the Cool Cats and me, the D.E.V. Now you can't talk about cool cats without talking about the big cats. Now whether we realize it or not, or want to accept it or not, our cats, our little lovely cats in our house, are in this same family. And, cats, guys, big, in between, or small, they are predators. And the only difference is the big cats, they hunt big prey, and the little cats, the ones that are parts of our family, left to their own devices, they hunt too. They just hunt smaller prey, like mice and the little things like that. But they have the same instincts and they are made up the same. So today we're going to talk about the big cats. Now, when I was a child, I spent a lot of time reading about and researching animals. My parents would always look at me with a side eye because I had books and books and books. I love going to the library, and my favorite subject was animals, from dinosaurs to microscopic animals, the amoeba, and animals like that. And so, uh, they just amaze me. They always have. And one of my favorite subjects that are animals that I used to research and read about were the big cats, the lions, the mesmerized with the cheetah, because they was the fastest animals on the planet, and I couldn't believe that something could run that fast. And I guess it's a sign of age, but I was mesmerized. I used to watch Animal Kingdom and all these animal shows and read all this stuff about the big cats. And I would love to watch them hunt and take down the gazelles and the zebras and eat antelope and all of that. And now I can't stand to watch that stuff. When if it come on TV or something comes on my phone from Facebook and I see an animal getting hurt, I gotta turn it. I don't know if my nerves is worse or I've just evolved as an animal lover or not. But it's ironic because I just loved that stuff when I was a child. What's up, guys? Listen, if you're enjoying the video, be sure to hit subscribe and notifications so you don't miss any future content. So let's start out talking about the cougar, okay? Now, this cat is known as the cougar, also known as the mountain lion, and also known as the puma. So when you hear one of those names, it's all the same cat, right? Now, these cats can get up to about 160 pounds. And I guess the reason I start out with this one is because these can be found in America. Now I know this video kind of goes out around to cat lovers around the world, but I'm in America. I think most of my audience is in America, so cougars are in America, guys. They're also, so here's their territory. They are in the Western North America and South America. Okay, that's where these guys can be found. Now, cougars uh, I think you hear a lot about them being found in Florida. I've heard, and I'm just going off the dome, in Arizona, like mountain areas, things like that. But cougars can really be found. They will migrate to anywhere they can find shelter and food. And the food that they love to eat is like deer, livestock, and domestic animals. So, like people who have, just think about in America and in South America, um, people who have farms or of livestock. If you have and you live like in a rural area, that's not even true as much because they are venturing out into suburban areas. But wherever you will find livestock, that's a source of food for the mountain lion. And again, one of the animals that I mentioned was domestic animals. Guess what that means? Dogs and cats. Okay, so if I were you, wherever you live, you need to be kind of cognizant of these animals prevalent in your area because that would dictate to me how I deal with my dog and cats because they will snatch up a poodle, they will snatch up your cat, so you got to consider that, with how you deal with your cats being in and outdoors. Next, I'm going to kind of interweave a couple of cats here, big cats, and that is the leopard and the jaguar. Okay, now these cats are very similar. They're hard to tell apart with the naked eye. The only real difference is their spots, or not spots, but the little squares or whatever. So they're different. I think now I should have looked this up before doing this video, but I think the Jaguar has the circle with a dot in it, and the leopards don't. I could be wrong, but they look almost identical. You gotta look at them really close to tell them apart. Now the leopard is found mostly in Africa and Asia, whereas the jaguar is found mostly in Central and South America. Okay. Now, another variant of this same cat is the Black Panther. Like a lot of people think the Black Panther is a whole separate cat, but it's not. The Black Panther is basically a leopard, okay? Whereas their black spots, when they were born, their whole body is covered in the spots instead of the light tan color. That's all it is. I don't know if it's a mutation, but they are born different than coloration wise than their parents or what have you. Now, what these cats eat is deer, primarily is deer and primates like monkeys. They are generally found like in the rainforest. They hang out in the trees and they hunt animals from the tree. Now they can do it in the long grass on the ground, but they do a lot. They kind of sit up in the tree and look and find prey up there. And when they kill prey, they take it up in the tree. Okay, so they live in the trees. Now the panther, the jaguar, and the leopard are all solitary animals, means when they reach adulthood, they live alone. Now, most cats are this way, except for one, and we're going to cover that one, obviously, but they are solitary animals. Now, excuse me, guys. I hate to interrupt the program, but I have something I need to do real quick.
Turn it up.
Left hand up. Left hand up. All right, we back. Now, the next big cat we want to talk about, they call him the king of the beast, and that is the lion. Okay. Now, let me say, and again, this is somebody who studied this stuff a lot. The lion is not the king of the beast. All right. They're a great cat of the big cats. They are nothing to play with. But there's another cat on this list that is bigger and badder that I'm gonna cover in a minute. But let's talk about the king and the beast in reputation. All right, now the lion. Now this cat is the second biggest cat, and they can get up to 450 pounds. All right, that's a big animal with big claws and big teeth. You do not want to run across these animals in the wild. All right, but so the unique thing about lions is that lions live in families, which are called prides. All right, and they're usually between 10 to 15 lions with one male and a bunch of females. Sometimes there's some other males, but they may be younger. Um, Generally, though, the males they kill each other. They can't be in the same place. So, but lions are considered the smartest. Now, this part is true about lions. They are considered the smartest of the cats because they live in groups. And, they have to, because they're social and they have to learn how to work together to hunt in family structures and all of that. They are considered the most intelligent of all of the big cats. Now, as most people know, lions live on the plains of Africa. That is where they are, though there is a small group of lions that are Asiatic lions in Asia. Very small. It's like in the hundreds. But that is, like I said, a very small group. When you talk about where lions are from, they are from Africa. Next, let's talk about the big cat that as a child I studied this the most. I was simply mesmerized with this animal, and that is the cheetah. Okay, the cheetah, you probably know, is not only the fastest cat, but it's the fastest land animal. They can run up to 70 miles per hour. Some of y'all cars don't even go that fast. So the cheetah is also found on the plains of Africa. Now the thing about the cheetah that I found out that was kind of disturbing, well, let me get back to that. But these cats are about 160 pounds. Well, they can get up to 160 pounds, and their body is built. The reason they can run so fast is their body is built in a unique way. They have semi-retractable claws. They have uh, uh, a kind of unique spine that can do all kind of stuff. What am I trying to say? Batman, I'm not talking about you. You can't do none of that stuff. And they have long legs, like long limbs and tail. They slender. So nature has built them for speed. They are very unique. Now the thing about cheetahs, once you study them, they live a pretty hard, they have a pretty hard existence, because first of all, like we know cats have very good eyesight, but the cheetah, they're different. They don't, their night vision, whereas when most cats hunt, and the reason for that is because most of the prey they hunt don't have eyes like them, and they can't see great at night. So it's harder for the prey to see them coming. So that's again something that nature has blessed most cats with, and they hunt at night for this reason. But the cheetah's night vision is no better than ours. And so they do most of their hunting during the day. The issue with this is that they uh they are smaller. They are the smaller cats on the African safari, and a lot of times the prey that they kill, lions and hyenas, will steal their prey. So they'll kill something to eat, and the lion will sit there and be watching, and they'll just come up and take it. You know what I mean? Because again, a lion is 400 pounds and a cheetah is 160 pounds. And hyenas are some wild animals. They are crazy. So they're bigger too. But hyenas travel with a crew. So, that's rough. Plus, cheetahs don't scavenge like a lot of cats, so they have to kill more. They have to kill often. All right, and then this is even harder for the female cat, the female cheetah, because female cheetahs with cubs, okay, she lives alone with her cubs usually. So and she's generally a little smaller than the male, but she has to kill very often, and then she has more mouths to feed other than just herself. So that means she will have to kill even more often than a male cheetah. So it's a hunt. When you study the life of a cheetah, it's like they constantly had to kill. They constantly looking over their shoulder, and some of the larger predators kill cheetahs. Now the female cheetah has it a little harder, but the male cheetah, he don't have to. They live singularly too, but sometimes male cheetahs pair up. Sometimes they figure out that a couple of them together can hunt and do more, or sometimes it's even three of them. And so sometimes male cheetahs will pair up, or to be three of them, and they get things done a lot faster. So, but cheetahs are a very, very unique animal. They hunt gazelles, deer, and wildebeest, and zebra, I believe. Now, the last cat I want to talk to y'all about of the big cats is truly the king of the beasts, and this is the tiger. Okay, the tiger is the baddest cat on the planet. These guys get up to 700 pounds. All right, and the thing that's very unique and special about tigers is that the stripes that they have, or every tiger has a unique set of stripes. It's like a fingerprint for us. There are no two tigers on the planet that has the same pattern of stripes. So this is how they can be identified. It's very unique. Now this tiger is found mostly in Asia, but unfortunately, they are an endangered species. There are actually more tigers in captivity in the United States than there are wild in Asia. Okay, and the largest tigers on the planet are Siberian tigers. Those guys, I think they're a little bit bigger than the 600-700 pound tiger. Now they eat antelope, deer, wild pigs for the most part. And now the thing that's unique about them is they don't have to eat every day, unlike the cheetah. They can eat like once a week. And something else that's unique about them is they will make a kill, eat what they need at that time, and then these cats hide the remains of the carcass, and come back and eat it later. And so they know how to hide it, to cover up the scent, so other animals won't detect it and come and take it. And so this is very unique to them. Now these cats are big roamers. Okay, they every night they go on a prowl, and they can cover like 20 miles a night. And so that's their thing. That's how they get down. They don't like heat, and so when it's hot and humid, they like to get in the water and cool off. They love the water. They even have their feet have webs. They have webbed feet. So they are great swimmers, and tigers spend a lot of time in the water away from the heat. But these guys, they are known for being man killers. And like most, let's see, let me go back. Cougars, obviously tigers, leopard was pretty much all of them, except for the cheetah, have been known to be man killers. Now the thing about that, all of these all big cats are not man killers. Okay, they tend to keep their distance from humans. They don't look at them as their natural prey. But if one of these cats gets hungry enough, okay, or they injured and they can't hunt, or they just it's been over their time to make a kill, they will attack anything they can get. And this is the thing, once, especially a tiger, once they have a taste for human flesh, they tend to like it. And that's how they become man hunters, because they did it once and now they not afraid of humans anymore, and they actually seek them out. Okay? So be careful of the big cats. But these are the animals you living with. They may not hunt you, but they hunt, and they have that mentality. So little Bambi and Bobby are not as innocent as you think. Now remember to treat your animals well. They didn't ask to be there with you, but now all they have is you. Treat them like family. Fam.